If you tired of being rolled, you gonna stop being rolled. Don't let that fly over your head.
Right, big motion.
In this video, I'm gonna talk about my progression in the 400 over the past few years and talk about the things that I did to get better in the 400. And I know there's a lot of people watching this who run the 400, people in middle school, high school, college, who passed college, who did and came back, and everybody wanna know how they can get better in the 400. This is the video for you. I'm gonna just tell you my experiences, and I'm gonna tell you things that helps me and things that could also help you get better as well. So if you look at my progression, you see that 2 years ago, 2023 right now, 2021, I was running 48 in the 400. I was fresh out of high school, and I didn't run my senior year of high school, so I was rusty. I took like a whole year off. So a year of not running, it's hard. Like the 400 is an easy event to learn how to run, and it's also an easy event to learn how to, to forget how to run. So with that year off, I forgot how to run the 400. So when I came into college, it was like, dang, I literally forgot how to run it. So when I went out there, I only ran 2 indoor meets. I was hurt indoor, and my meniscus was torn. But who cares? That indoor season didn't count. And then outdoor, opened up like 49, and then I just ran 49. I ran 48 one meet, and then I just ran 48 one for the rest of the season. And it's like I wasn't trying that hard, and I was like pretty much jogging, but I couldn't go faster than 48 one. I was like, dog, what am I doing? I had just PR in the 200. I broke 22 for the first time. I ran 21.4. I was consistently running under 22. So I'm like, why can't I go faster in the 400? But I realized I was rolled, and I was comfortable being rolled. So therefore, I was just doing roll stuff in practice. And then I came back the next year. I was like, you know what? Lifestyle choices caused me to be rolled. Like, I was not sleeping. I was not eating. I was partying every single day. I was going out every single day. And it just wasn't a suitable life, especially for somebody who, most people in track, they want to be good, but they don't really want to be good. Don't let that fly over your head. A lot of people want to be good, but they don't want to work to be good. So I was like, you know what? This next year, it's my second year. I can't keep on running 48. Like, it just can't happen. So I decided to go out there, and first meet I opened up 46. And I was like, all right, here we go. Here we go. And then after I ran 46, I was like, back to my old ways. I was partying every day. I was out every night. I would sleep like 3 days. I would sleep like 3 hours a night. And I was like, dang. So I didn't run faster after I ran 46 my first meet. I did not go faster for the rest of the season. Granted, I only ran like 2 or 3 more 400s, but I didn't run faster. And the conditions weren't good. At our conference meet, I ran 47.1, but it was like raining and it was cold outside. So effort-wise, I'm pretty sure I would have ran faster than 46.9, but I just didn't because the weather was bad. But if you look on paper, I didn't go faster than when I ran my first meet. So it looks bad. And then I was like, I got to get out of this environment. Like, I have to change environments. I got to go to a different school because here I'm just too comfortable, like, being rolled. My team too comfortable being rolled. Like, my coach too comfortable with us being rolled. Like, he was a good sprint coach, but he was just too complacent with us being rolled. And I was like, bro, I cannot stay rolled. Also, quick plug. Get your rolled shirts. Rolled is the biggest thing in track. Get your rolled shirts. The link is in the bio. You gotta have one. If you run track, you have to have a rolled shirt. Like, it's an essential piece of merch that all track runners must carry. But yeah, they were just too complacent with being rolled. And I was like, I can't stay in this environment, especially like living this lifestyle with me going out every night. It just wasn't feasible for me to run faster. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna get in the transfer portal and I'm gonna transfer schools, and it don't matter where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go fast wherever I go because I'm going to be not going out every day. So if I don't go out every day, I'm going to be good. But that just wasn't the option where I was. So I was like, I'm going to dip. Then my last 2 options came down to Tennessee and Grand Canyon. But Tennessee, they wanted me to run too many 400s and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm going to just go to GCU where I can really sprint and focus on what I need to focus on. I get like a little more leniency to really lock in. And like, I don't really do good when they're like, the coach like, do it this way, do it this way. I'm more like, I need a little freedom to like, you know, do my own thing and like let my wings fly. And then last year I ran 45 doing my own thing, but also like under the guidance of like my coach at GCU. And that like helped a lot because I got better like sprint wise. I got better because most coaches, since I've been in college, I've had it good like workout wise. If you run a 400, Stop training like you run the 400, because like that traditional 400 training will have you roll. Like you will not be fast enough to actually compete. The older you get, the faster you need to get. Like train speed. Speed is like the most important factor of the 400. People's like, oh, if I only run 300s, what would I do for the last 100? It's just gonna naturally come. It's either you have it or you don't. You can't coach the last 100. I don't care how many 500s you run, how many 600s you run. You cannot coach the last 100 of the 400. It's gonna come mentally. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. Like if you run 300s every day and you go to a meet and run a 400, you gonna have it or you not gonna have it. And it's not because you didn't run something at practice. Because I see people all the time who go out there and they run 500s at practice, they run 550s and 600s and 800s at practice, and they cannot finish a 400 strong. And it's because you need that speed endurance. Like you gotta be fast. And most people are not fast. They have great stamina and great endurance, but that's not what you need in the 400. But for me in the 400, I realized that I have to be fast to do this. So I worked on getting faster in shorter distances, like getting faster in the 60, getting faster in the 100, getting faster in the 200. And a lot of people take this for granted. Like the better you accelerate, the better you will get to your top end speed and be able to hold it for longer. And a lot of people that run a 400, they take that for granted. That's why I was like, I was like, oh, you're a 400 runner. I'm not a 400 runner. I'm the opposite of a 400 runner. Whatever the opposite of the 400 runner is, that's what I am on the shorter side. Like I'm just a sprinter who can sprint. If you're not a sprinter who can sprint, you won't be good in a 400. And I feel like I developed so much better every year. I dropped over a second off my PR every single year being in college because I was like, I have to become a sprinter that can sprint every sprint event. And each year, I got better in the 200. Each year, I got better in the 60. Even if it was like a gradual better in the 60, like I got better in the 60. And between my first and second year, I didn't PR in the 200. Because I didn't really run a 200, but I got better in it. And then this year, it was like a big difference in the 200. Well, like last year, because I ran 20.773 versus 21.8 when I ran the year before. So if you want to get better in the 400, you got to learn how to sprint. Because sprinting is going to save you. And if you can't sprint, if you're like a 400, 800 guy, you just an 800 guy. Because that 400 is not meant for you. You won't be able to compete unless you're running like 142. If you run like 142 in the 800, you'll be able to compete with good guys in the 4. But if you're not running like 142, 143 low, you just aren't fast enough to compete. So you got to lock in on the speed side. And then another thing is like technique-wise, if you learn how to like be more efficient and not waste movements and not waste energy, because a wasted movement is wasted energy. And a lot of people waste energy when it comes to the 400. Like they waste a lot at the beginning. And then the biggest thing when it comes to the 400 is race strategy. This is what's going to make or break you. With me in the 400, I'm never just too mad about running the 400. Only reason I'm mad about it because I'm allergic to lactic acid. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's what the doctor said. They said that I have, when I run it, or just when I run something too hard, I get like this crazy amount of lactic acid built up in my body. And if I don't release it, I'm going to die because it's like a poisonous amount, like a deadly amount. So I'm allergic to lactic acid. That's why I hate running the 400. That's why I don't do it often. I probably run once every month and a half, every 2 months. But I try to avoid it at all costs. But when I do need to, I'm going to run it fast. But race strategy, this is how I run the outdoor 400. Now, I've been running the 400 like this since I've been in 10th grade when I first broke 50, when I ran 49.5 in 10th grade, first off a cross-country season. So I would get out the blocks for like 50, not even 50 meters. Like, I'll get out the blocks for like 8 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 steps, and then I'll just start jogging. And my jogging is like putting my arms down and let my legs do the work. My legs moving. And that's why I can like easily run and just like have my hands next to my side and not even use my arms. And my coach would always be like, you need to use your arms. You need to use your arms. You're not using your arms. But I'm keeping up with everybody. I'm just not using my arms because I'm just letting my legs do the work. I'm that relaxed. And then I'll just chill the whole race. Just stay in contact with everybody. And then when we hit the last 120, I'll just re-accelerate. And then I'll hold it until I get to the finish line. And the people was like, you got a crazy kick. It's because I jogged the whole race. I literally ran the first 8 steps in the last 120. And when I broke 49, I broke 50 for the first time like that when I was in 10th grade. I broke 46 for the first time like that last year. Like my race strategy from when I ran 49 And when I ran 45, it's the exact same. I just got stronger and I just got faster. And I got way more efficient technique-wise. When you apply those things to the 400, you gonna be deadly. And if you have any questions or anything like that, leave them down below in the comments or just DM me on Instagram. And make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm dropping more videos. And this is gonna be the hottest track and field channel this whole year, next year, 10 years from now. And make sure y'all go get y'all road shirts.